You're watching the 2014 SCAC Men's Soccer Media Days, and joining us today from Seguin, Texas, is head coach Eddie Salazar and senior midfielder Gabriel Sosa of the Texas Lutheran Bulldogs. And first of all, gentlemen, we want to thank you for taking the time out and joining us today to discuss the upcoming season.
Yes, James, thank you as well.
Coach Salazar, we'll start with you. You had a great first season, I would say, in the conference last year. Best record in your tenure and a semifinal appearance, so a very solid year. What does that do for your program entering year two in this league?
Well, I think it just kind of sets us up for our next phase in the in the process. We talked about a process that we've been trying to undergo over the last 3-4 years, and we're right about where we need to be. In terms of what happened last season, I think it gives us a little bit more motivation to close the gap on the top three, and I think it like I said, just puts us in the right place in terms of the process in which we're trying to head on.
Coach, you're just getting into preseason, just getting started with it. Just tell us, what are you hoping to see from your team throughout preseason?
Well, we're just really hoping to be able to visibly see the mental aspect of the game being intended to, all of the principles and the ideas that we've been stressing in the spring, being able to continue on over into this. Given the fact that we have a good large group of players returning, I feel that that's going to be something that I have to be able to visibly witness every single day, every single training session in preseason, to make sure that we know we have the mentality right.
Gabriel, I'll turn to you. Just tell me the excitement level among the team, among yourself, to get back on the pitch, get started with preseason, and get ready to start a new season.
Oh yeah, excitement levels at an all-time high, especially this year, just because we finally have that core of upperclassmen, which we haven't had in the past. So it's definitely, it's a lot of excitement.
Coach, and that's a good segue into my next question for Coach Salazar. I'm counting 5 seniors on the team according to the roster I looked at. How vital are they going to be to the team's success?
Very, very, very vital. I mean, I think they all understand their value and their worth in this program. I think they understand how to project the messages that we've been trying to emphasize over and over again. Like I said, they've been able to see it over the last 3-4 years. They've been able to see the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, and everything in between. So I think their ability to present themselves in a way that's going to provide the leadership that Sosa says, the body language, and just the overall application of the principles that we pride ourselves on here as a program.
Gabriel, I'll turn back to you. Just tell me, as a senior on this team, how important is it to you? What does it mean to you to be a leader on this team?
Oh, it's very important, and it goes beyond the field as well. It goes to study halls, team meetings, just being a role model, especially to the incoming freshmen. Hopefully, we leave the program in better shape than we came in, and that's the overall goal.
Coach Salazar, tell me a little bit about some of the returners that are back on the team this year and the type of role they're going to play in 2014.
Well, the returning players, obviously, they're going to play a massive role because we don't have many incoming players. But with the number of returning players, once again, their role within the team, I believe, is clearly defined. Some of them know that their role is going to be a little bit less on the field. Some know it's going to be a little bit more. So I think time will tell, and the getting games under our belt and getting the rotations sorted out is all going to be a big part of the process. But going back to the principles that we've been talking about with this large group coming back from the spring, now coming into the fall, very important that they continue to try and lead as well, follow as well as lead.
You're watching the 2014 SCAC Men's Soccer Media Days with head coach Eddie Salazar and senior midfielder Gabriel Sosa of the Texas Lutheran Bulldogs. Gabriel, turning back to you, just tell me some goals that you set for yourself this season that you're hoping to accomplish, and what are some team goals that you're hoping this team can accomplish in 2014?
Definitely keep going forward. We set some standards and we set some goals, and we're going to meet them, and we're just going to keep pushing the bar and just we set ourselves as we got fourth place last year, and we're just gonna try to crack the top three and start getting into that group of the elite teams instead of falling back and being probably best of the worst teams.
Coach, I'll come back. Tell me, obviously, as we said, it's early in the preseason, not as many maybe newcomers in, but tell me what you're hoping to see from these newcomers throughout the process of preseason.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing the unknowns of these incoming players, the unknowns of whether they understand what it's going to take to compete at this level, and then the unknowns of if they understand how to conduct themselves and handle themselves as a free 18-year-old male. So I think the discipline, the attitude is very, very important from them. And I think what they need to be doing is just observing, listening, and making sure that they're taking notes to follow these guys, because we have good leaders in place like Sosa, Welshie, Saul, Ian. I mean, we have these leaders in place. And so we have a strong junior class as well, not just in terms of impactful players, but strong character human beings. And I believe that, as Sosa says, the study halls, the team meetings, everything that's going to be what we're all about as a program. I believe that them falling in line with our ideals is really what's I'm looking forward to from these guys, on the field and off the field, obviously.
Gentlemen, we'll get you out on the final question. Gabriel, we'll start with you. Tell me, for Texas Lutheran to reach the goals and expectations that y'all set for yourselves in 2014, what will be some of the keys to success?
Being competitive every single game. And it doesn't matter if we're playing at home, away, start the conference, and the conference. We got to be competitive for 90 minutes.
Coach, I'll ask you the same question. What will be some of the keys to success?
I would obviously have to say competitiveness, but going even further, I believe that possessing the right mentality is going to make us competitive. So in order to be competitive, we have to possess the right mentality. And in order for that to happen, I believe that our junior and senior class, they really need to step up. That's really going to be their role in the team and the ultimate success of this season. So the standards that they bring to the table, the standards that they continue to uphold, that's going to be a massive key for me. That will show us then that we can play like men.
You have been watching SCAC Men's Soccer Media Days with head coach Eddie Salazar and senior midfielder Gabriel Sosa of the Texas Lutheran Bulldogs. And again, gentlemen, we just want to thank you for taking the time out and joining us today to discuss the upcoming season. And we wish you good luck in 2014.
And we appreciate it. Thanks, James.
Thank you.